Hey, you know what's a funny joke? The year 2020. Hey, want another one? Fate. Fate can be hilarious because as fate would have it, I just had my biggest metal hit single of all time. So, hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Endigo. Most of you guys know me as a remixer, a dude on YouTube who makes music. I make Dan TDM sound funny. What some of you might not know is that before that, I was nothing but a humble metal singer.
Living by the night, wandering in darkness, crossing the boundaries of make-believe.
And even before that, I was nothing more than a humble metal guitar player. I've been in metal bands and I've been in rock bands my entire life. So much so that I'd say at one point it probably was all of my life, was just being in these rock bands. I started my very first rock band when I was 10 years old. The band was called TAJ and we were shit. But I was passionate even back then. I tried to learn the guitar, I tried to learn how to sing, and I then went to music school for 9 years, learning guitar and learning singing, vocals, classical vocals, operatic vocals, rock vocals, and also shredding guitars. And ever since I started that first band when I was 10, I've basically been dedicated to rock music and playing in rock bands ever since, more or less, up until this whole YouTube thing happened, which I'll get into soon. I've been in, I think, about 5 different metal bands that I've been seriously pursuing, and I've been very lucky to be able to tour all over the world with these different bands. I've released so much music, so many music videos, and we've had a lot of success, to be honest, being all independent. I've never worked with any record label or anything, any bookers, agencies, promoters, nothing really. But we've still had a lot of fun and been able to, you know, meet a lot of cool fans, have a lot of singles hit #1 on the iTunes rock chart, which is incredible for any band to be able to do. Despite all this, despite all the years of hard work with all these bands, this channel, the Endigo channel right now, it is so much bigger than I ever planned for any of my projects to be, or even hoped anything would be. It is so much bigger than just me at this point. It is so much bigger than any of my bands ever managed to successfully become, I suppose. Now, technically, I started this channel in 2006 when I was 14 years old, when YouTube was brand new, and I remember even uploading a video and thought it would be featured on the YouTube homepage automatically as like recent videos, because I didn't know how big it was. And to be fair, it was very small then compared to now, though I didn't really start making real content until about 2015, so almost 10 years after actually making the Endigo channel. During this entire period, before this channel started taking off in 2017, I made some pretty bonkers music videos with a lot of my different bands. But listen, even the very best music I made with these different metal bands throughout my life, despite receiving some sort of popularity within the kind of subset of visual K, J-rock, Japanese rock metal scene subset of fans around Europe, we never really received any sort of massive boom on YouTube. Even our very best music videos never managed to get more than a couple 100,000 views if we were really lucky. I've had like a handful of videos hit that number. As far as independent alternative metal goes on YouTube, that's still pretty good. Like, for a Swedish band, nonetheless, it's pretty good numbers. And that's just what makes this all the weirder. Because, as you know, this channel is something entirely different from all my metal projects I've been in the past. But I still have a passion for metal. I still like rock music. I love screaming. I love shredding guitar solos. So about a year and a half ago, when I realized that this channel actually has some sort of an audience, maybe I could try introducing metal segments into this channel as well, on top of the remixes. So what I started doing was to make metal versions of some of the remixes, metal covers, if you will, of my own music. Listen, I know I've talked a lot about this furry song in the last couple of videos, but please, non-furry fans, stick with me. Because while the furry remix was originally just a remix, I also made in tandem a metal version of it, which was a complete remake, a complete re-recording with me shredding guitars, screaming, doing low growls, pig squeals, everything. It was a lot of fun, and it's on Spotify now as well. Check it out, link somewhere. And here's the point of the video. I was checking out this video a couple days ago, have not checked the video's views or traffic or anything for a while, and I noticed that this video has topped 600 600,000 views, which is like pretty cool. Yay! Woo! Remember how I said that all my life has been playing in rock bands, but still having our music videos, how cool they may be, not reaching more than a couple hundred views? Like 100 views? 100,000 views. Jesus, I'm not that bad. Well, this furry song, metal thing, has just surpassed the view count of any music video I've ever made with any of my previous bands. So, Sumari, the furry metal song is now my most viewed metal thing on YouTube ever. Despite being in metal bands since I was 10, despite being in so many different bands, releasing so much music, putting so much money into so many of these music videos, and just really trying to pursue like, let's be a rock band for such a big part of my life, this furry thing is now my biggest commercial metal success ever. And I don't know what that says about anything. I mean, clearly, metal, it's such a niche, even these days, and even being bigger than ever in parts of the world and parts of the genre, it's still a niche, and it's easy to forget that when you're in it, and especially when you're in this sort of alternative, more extreme sort of visual metal that I've been doing with all my previous bands. It's cool, but it's still like, it's a little click if you want. So it's easy to get kind of blind to the reality of the numbers, because metal is cool, but it's not for everyone. So even me having this furry metal thing reaching 600,000 views, while it may not sound like a lot compared to some of my remixes or some of my other videos or reaction videos or even other YouTubers that you probably watch, like if you just think of this as a metal release in 2018 or 19 or wherever the video was posted, that's a lot of views. I honestly don't think that many other metal bands, except for the major bands, were able to hit those sort of numbers. And I feel really strange about this. I feel obviously very happy that you guys have supported me and enjoy the music, but it feels kind of somber in a way that the metal scene is so small even today, and it feels like it's shrunk over the past couple of years. When I started doing bands at the peak of my activity around maybe 2009 to 2015, I guess, there was this entire scene in Sweden and especially in Stockholm with underground metal and visual metal and so many different rock bands who were like doing such cool things. There was a lot of inspiration from the Japanese music scene and Visual Kei and J-Rock, and that just doesn't exist anymore. Not in Sweden, at least. Not as far as I know. Please prove me wrong if I'm wrong. I'd be happily proven wrong on that, but it's pretty much gone, and it's mostly like that in Europe as well. Now here in Japan, there's a massive rock scene here. There's a massive metal scene here, and obviously Visual Kei and J-Rock, as we Westerners think of it, still exists here, but it's not as big as one could think, and I don't think it's as big as it has been. I used to feel like I saw a lot more Visual Kei stuff on the streets when I came here the first time in 2016 and 2017. It's not as much anymore, and it is what it is, you know, it's a cultural shift. But that being said, still being able to have something like this, a metal song, even if it's a remake of a remix, still having it be able to hit 600,000 views it's a lot in my head. And coming from this sort of background, you gotta understand, this is a type of scene and a type of style that I've been fighting for and being so passionately dedicated to since probably before a lot of you guys watching this were even born, when I started my first band in 2002. Honestly, just to have this sort of realization now, 2020, is really cool. And it kind of feels like everything I made so far, every decision I made, everything has led me here. And I feel like I probably made some right decisions, I hope. Because I would like for nothing more than this weird form of alternative, crazy, experimental metal to be able to live on for just a little longer. So if any of you watching are into metal or you want to start your own band, if you feel like keeping the fire burning yourself, then you have my blessing. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty much it. Just wanted to talk about this, reflect on it a little bit. I know I've been kind of gone lately with making videos. I got my finals in school right now. I spent all last week doing tests in school. I've had 2 tests every day. And this coming week, I also have some finals coming. But as of Friday, this next week, I'm gonna be off school. I get 2 weeks of summer holiday. Yay! So my intention is to make some more music, some more videos during that time. So stay tuned for that. I'm also stoked to announce that I'm going to be doing a little vacation with Maya. We're going to be traveling to Osaka, which is another major city in Japan, for a couple days as of next Friday. So it's going to be good to just get out of Tokyo, because I haven't been able to travel at all since moving here last year due to, you know, there's been some weird virus going around. Maybe you've heard of it. But in any case, I hope you've had a good day so far. And hey, if you want to see more videos, remember I got a new channel going with Maya called M3 TV, where we post way more regularly than we do here. We got 3 unedited videos that are coming up, and we're gonna be shooting at least a couple more in Osaka during this trip. So subscribe to M3 TV if you want more regular stuff, and I'll see you soon. Bye.